Do you know? France's decision to join the BRICS group has made people curious and made them think about what it might mean for the world. Imagine a world where the historic charm of France and the economic power of BRICS come together to make a tempting mix of cultures, economies, and global power. The idea that France might join the BRICS group makes people excited and makes them think about how the world might change if France does join. From the busy streets of Paris to the lively markets of So Paulo, the mix of French know-how and the energy of the BRICS countries could lead to a whole new world of options. Each second brings more and more excitement. A shift in the balance of power around the world sends shockwaves through the halls of power. The possibility that France will join the BRICS group is like a phoenix rising from the ashes of traditional Western power. It makes people feel excited and curious. It's a story that plays like an exciting geopolitical thriller, stoking people's imaginations and starting lively conversations all over the world. As France's historical importance and the economic power of BRICS come together, the stage is set for a big change. The idea of a multipolar world where a few people don't have all the power starts to catch on, giving us a new way to think about how the world should be run. When France joined BRICS, it challenged the traditional dominance of the West. This started a fierce fight for power, policy, and control. This coming tectonic change will have effects all over the world. Long-term friendships and allegiances that have shaped geopolitics are suddenly in jeopardy as countries try to figure out what to do about this growing union. Old alliances are questioned, strategic interests are re-evaluated, and there is a fascinating dance of realignment going on in the world of diplomacy. Prepare to be astonished and hold your breath. When France joins BRICS, a mysterious force waits in the dark to be seen. When this secret truth comes out, it will destroy people's ideas and send shockwaves through the halls of power. As we learn more about this interesting story, we'll find out something amazing that will make you question everything you thought you knew. This interesting story is also about economics at its core. When France's economic power is combined with that of the other BRICS countries, it forms an economic powerhouse that can be felt on all continents. As new trade blocs form, they change the way trade has always been done. This challenges the status quo and ushers in a new age of dynamic economic cooperation. Markets shake, investors readjust, and the global economic compass points toward unknown territory. Yet, this possible union is interesting in more ways than just economics and geopolitics. In a beautiful show, the invisible forces of culture and impact come to life. France's long history of art, literature, music, and fashion mixes with the cultures of the BRICS countries to make a collage of art, literature, music, and fashion. Ideas flow easily, and there are no limits to creativity. This sparks the imaginations of people who watch and gives the global cultural scene a new energy. In the middle of this whirlwind of change, the design of global institutions shakes because it can feel the seismic waves of change coming. International groups that have been around for a long time are struggling under the weight of changing alliances, while the united voice of BRICS is getting louder and louder. Calls for change can be heard in the hallowed halls of the United Nations, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund. This is because the global community is dealing with a new reality that requires power structures to be rebalanced. The world watches this exciting web of possibilities with bated breath, drawn into a story of intrigue and doubt. The possibility of France joining BRICS sends people's minds on a roller coaster ride, causing them to question assumptions, challenge preconceptions, and imagine a world that is on the edge of change. As the plot thickens, the stage is set for a unique chapter in the history of world politics, where the balance of power hangs by a thread and the winds of change blow with a force that is hard to believe. Japan is a big player in the world economy. When it joins forces with the other BRICS countries, it creates a new economic giant that catches the attention of people all over the world. Because France has the sixth largest economy in the world, the sheer size of this partnership sends shockwaves through established economic orders and changes the balance of power on the world stage. Imagine a tapestry of trade blocs and economic relationships coming together as France joins BRICS. This will open up new opportunities. Some industries like aerospace, luxury goods, and green energy are known for being the best at what they do. This expanded framework makes it easy for them to work together. When France and the BRICS countries work together, they create a good setting for better economic cooperation. This can lead to trade agreements that open up new markets and help bring the region closer together. The France-BRICS Union would not only change the way the economy works in the region, but it would also have a big impact on the way trade works all over the world. Due to the size and power of the combined market, trade flows would be changed, current supply chains would be disrupted, and investment would be redirected. Traditional economic relationships would change as new players enter the market, and existing powerhouses are forced to change to fit the new economic landscape. If France joined BRICS, it would open up a treasure trove of investment possibilities that would attract both domestic and international investors, looking for higher returns and more diverse portfolios. This expanded partnership brings together financial resources, expertise, and infrastructure development to make a good environment for businesses that want to find new ways to grow. As sharing of knowledge and technological progress speeds up, innovation grows. This puts the France-BRICS Union at the forefront of cutting-edge industries like advanced manufacturing, digital technologies, green energy, and biotechnology. This new alliance wouldn't just change the way trade and business work, it would also change the way global economic institutions work. With France as part of BRICS, the group's voice would be stronger in calling for changes to organizations like the World Trade Organization, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank. This calls for a more fair representation of emerging countries in global economic governance, which would challenge the long-time dominance of institutions led by the West and bring in a new era of economic collaboration and influence. As soon as the curtain goes up on this exciting economic drama, viewers are thrown into a world full of possibilities and endless chances. When France joins BRICS, it starts a chain reaction of economic change in which old rules are broken and new paths are made. With each twist and turn, the appeal of this union grows. The world is eagerly awaiting the start of a new economic era in which the France-BRICS alliance shines brightly and sets the stage for a dynamic, linked global economy. In the same way, in the world of economic processes, he turns his attention to Japan, which has a unique place in the world economy. Japan's integration into the BRICS group sets the stage for a fascinating look at the country's economic trip and its huge effects on the rest of the world. Japan adds a unique flavor to the BRICS Union with its long history of technology innovation, advanced manufacturing skills, and thriving export-driven industries. As this economic powerhouse joins forces with the other BRICS countries, a new part in the history of economics begins, which has the potential to make big changes. As Japan joins the BRICS group, trade relations become much more interesting and open up new opportunities. Japan is a sought-after trading partner within the bloc because it is known for making precise goods of high quality. When Japan's expertise meets the huge consumer markets of the BRICS countries, there is a lot of cross-border trade, which moves businesses forward and helps the economy grow. When Japan joined BRICS, investors all over the world started paying attention to the investment environment. Capital comes to Japan because of its strong financial institutions, stable business environment, and innovative startup ecosystem. Foreign direct investment is coming into Japan, which is helping to grow new industries like robots, AI, clean energy, and healthcare. At the same time, Japanese investors take advantage of the possibilities in the BRICS countries by putting money, knowledge, and technology into their economies. This helps them grow and reach their full potential. The way Japan's economy works within BRICS is based on its technological skills. Japan's long history of technological innovation makes it a driving force behind the growth of cutting-edge businesses within the alliance. Japan and the BRICS countries can do more technologically when they work together on study projects, share technology, and talk about what they know. This cooperation leads to innovations that change the future, like advanced robotics, self-driving cars, and smart towns that use renewable energy. Japan's economic situation has an effect on the whole world, not just on the BRICS group. When Japan joins this powerful group, it challenges the way economic power has been distributed in the past and ushers in a new age of multipolarity. Japan's trade and investments are becoming more linked to each other. This has a ripple effect that changes global markets and capital flows. As Japan's economic power grows within BRICS, it also has a stronger role in international economic institutions, pushing for reforms and shaping the rules of the global economic game. In this fascinating story about how the economy works, Japan is the main character. Its skills, strength, and willingness to try new things keep people interested. As Japan takes on its part in the BRICS alliance, its path connects with those of the other member countries, paving the way for shared prosperity, economic cooperation, and a new way of thinking about the global economic order. Step into this interesting story, where the combination of Japan's economic strength and the strength of the BRICS countries as a whole sets the stage for a fascinating symphony of economic change. France's rich cultural history, artistic contributions, and soft power would have a big effect on the BRICS countries. When French culture meets the cultures of the other BRICS countries, it could lead to new ways of working together in the arts, writing, film, and fashion. Also, France's well-known education system and academic institutions could help the BRICS network share information and work together on research. How do you guys think will France change everything by joining the BRICS?